tell us how you got involved with Restorative Farms in this partnership?
Oh yes, it was a very good start off. We were involved in a community garden, getting it started. We had 100 raised beds, and Tyrone, who was their lead gardener at that time, he and I met and we started developing the garden at Cornerstone. So we had 100 beds. Now we have 65, but that started way back in 2017. So we've been a part of Restorative Farms since 2017, both in the CSA bags as well as in the garden itself, and them helping us with our transplanting, our little seedlings. So that they provided the seedlings for our initial garden. So that's how we got started, and we kind of moved on from there to working with Restorative Farm and the CSA bags after we started the educational sessions for our community members.
Can you talk a little bit more about that and how important it is for community members, especially in an area like South Dallas, which is often referred to as a food desert? Why education is so important for them?
Well, for just like one of my members who was a part of our group Lifestyle Balance class, she says if I'd have known how to eat healthier and be more active, I would have had a healthier life. I would not be faced with diabetes or hypertension or heart disease, and kidney failure. So those are things that we really know that's a part of our community. So we need to make sure that we provide them with education so that they can be healthier and live longer, and have a longer lifespan.
What was it about Restorative Farms that stood out to you
Oh.
enough to partner with them?
Oh, the fresh vegetables. The fresh vegetables are something that I cherish because my grandmother was a gardener. So I had that kind of in my genes to enjoy coming out here, working with them in their garden so they could teach me more about how to garden and how to have a 65 red base garden and how to utilize it to help feed the communities and to show the communities how to have their own gardens. So it was just a good partnership over the years, because when we teach people how to and the value of having healthier and making healthier food choices, that in turn helps them to teach their children, and then the community is healthier around them.
How have you seen the impacts of things like community gardens firsthand? I know you do a lot of these classes. You're talking to a lot of the community members. How have you seen some of those impacts firsthand?
Well, we see the impact when we do what in our group Lifestyle Balance. We do biometrics, which we get their cholesterols, their waist circumference, height, weight, blood pressures, and the A1C. And we measure those things first before they even go through our program. And then they go through a year-long program with us to help them and educate them how to eat healthier, how to resist those triggers that they see on TV when they're looking at the TV, the food triggers and how to change those unhealthy or highly processed foods and exchange them for fresh fruits and vegetables. And that's where you will see them, and they will say to me that, you know, you've taught me how to eat more fruits and vegetables, and that way, and how to select healthier fruits and vegetables. And this is what Restorative Farm brings to us. They bring us those varieties and those things that they have never seen before, but they've learned to say, oh, I like that. It tastes good. So they learn that, and they share that with their families, with their family members, and we use it as a part of our celebrations at church, how to eat healthier and have healthier celebrations with less processed foods. Yeah.
I love that, and I think it's so important, especially for these communities who maybe just lack that education and awareness. How do you integrate the produce that you get from Restorative Farms at your church?
Well, it's creative. People are very creative, and we have a lot of people who have assets that we tap into. We have chefs, we have culinary chefs who've gone to culinary school, and they will put out, when they get their CSA bags, they will then put out examples of what they have prepared, and then they'll send the recipe so that they can prepare it at home. So it just transfers from the ground to the table, and how that helps them have a healthier eating style and their families eat healthier.
What do you value the most in this partnership, and can you tell us a little bit about why?
Well, I value because it's serving God's people. And when I'm very much service driven, and because of that, I enjoy when they have this aha moments, like, wow, I didn't know that anything about this. Or they have these aha moments with tasting something different or trying something like chickpeas. I don't like chickpeas, but they haven't ever had chickpeas. And once those culinary chefs get in there and prepare a chickpea salad that tastes like tuna salad, they say, oh, I do like chickpeas after all. So it just to see that happen, and to see how that helps our community to be healthier, and helps our congregation to really understand it's important to have a healthier diet as well as being active. And activity, it makes a difference. Activity and eating healthier foods really make a difference in the health of our community.
And it's like, you don't know what you don't know. So
No.
the work that you guys are doing in educating and spreading that awareness is so important and clearly impactful.
Oh yeah, and it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And we've been doing this. We're on our 11th cohort. We started in 2018, and we're on our 11th cohort. And our cohort 9 had wonderful results. The results were 8 out of the 13 reduced their A1C levels by 0.2 and greater. And out of the 13, 8 lost and reached their 7% goal, which some of them lost over 20 pounds. Yeah, and they're keeping it off, and that's how they're maintaining, because we want to do it a whole year so that they can maintain the weight that they've lost and learn how to maintain weight without first losing it and then gaining it right back. So that makes a difference.
Yeah, definitely does. What do you hope for the future of these urban farms or these community farms like Restorative Farms and the community garden that you take care of as well?
Yeah. Well, I hope that people and the communities will buy into having fresh fruits and vegetables. Fresh fruits and vegetables are much better and much more nutritious, and it will help them teach their children the importance of fresh fruits and vegetables, and help them recognize what an apple looks like or what an orange looks like. Because some children say, "What's that, Miss Wesson?" I said, "That's an orange, babe." "Oh, I've already seen oranges in pieces." I said, "No, but this is a real orange. This is a real orange." So it's just that recognition and helping people to be healthier and to be more active. I think that's one of the things that I want to serve and continue to serve in my community, so that we can have the longevity most other cultures have.